Good morning, class. Today we're looking at Advanced Project 1.2, the SD card holder for Fusion, Autodesk Fusion, and how we get to a point where we've got something like this that we can put on the 20 by 20 extrusion on top of the crossbar. Now this 20 by 20 is good for the Ender 3 Pros or the Ender 3 V2s. If you are using an Ender 3 V3 SE, you may have to make some adjustments to the opening here, and you can use the basic premise of what I'm going to show you to start with, and then you can tweak it as needed. So let's get started. First thing, we're starting with a part design using millimeters as our design tactic. Start a new build. Let's go ahead and sketch up a rectangle here to start with. I'm going to use again the center point rectangle. I like that rectangle, and I'm going to drag it out a certain amount. Now again, I'm not too worried about dimensions right now because, as I mentioned, I'm going to use the letter D and the dimension tool to set some dimensions here. So I know the crossbar is 20 by 20, and I want a little space for my SD card holder, so that's about 3 millimeters. So with 2 millimeters on either side, that puts me at 24, plus 3 more puts me at 27. So let's go 30 on the front to back. And then my dimension tool is still highlighted. I'm going to get my side to side dimension, and I think about 50 is probably good for that as well. I'm going to go ahead and finish this sketch. Use my home button, and I'm going to extrude this. Now the depth, as I mentioned, is 20 by 20 for that crossbar. So as I go into my extrude here, I'm going to draw this up. Probably I would like a little bit on top. Let's go 23. So I've got my basic shape, as you can see. I'm going to go to one side here. I need to insert that opening where I'm going to be able to lay that crossbar and set it on top. So I'm going to hit Create Sketch, choose this face, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do 2-point rectangles. So I'm going to choose a point, let's say 2 millimeters of space in the back, and I'm going to draw this up. And if I want, I can actually use the tab key. So I'm going to run this at 20.4 high, hit tab, and 20.4 deep. So I've got 20.4 by 20.4. Looks pretty good. I'm going to hit Finish Sketch, and that's not quite what I wanted. Let me undo that. Undo that again. Let's try this again. Okay, so still learning some of the features here. So I want to sketch on this face. I want a 2-point. I'm going to start it, as I said, 2 millimeters in from the back, drag it up, and 20.4, tab, 20.4, enter. There we go. That's what I want. So now that I got my sketch drawn, I'm going to click on that shape and finish it off. Choose the shape again to extrude, and now instead of bringing it out as an addition, I'm going to drive it in as a cut. So I did have this be 50 millimeters deep, hit enter, and now I've cut that space out. So that's a good start. Now this back wall is a little thin. It's only 1 millimeter. I must have been a little bit off with my drawing. So I'm going to go back in here and I can edit this sketch. And what I can do here is if I click on the edge, press the D key, and click on this edge, I now have a dimension. As I said, it's a 1 millimeter dimension. I actually want to shove this over. I want to make it a 2 millimeter distance. So that's how you move shapes, is by grabbing 2 dimensions and then pushing it over using those dimension keys. So I shoved this over, so now it's actually 2 millimeters from the back wall. I could probably go a little more. Let's go 2.5, well, 2.4. Okay, finish sketch, and you see how it just modified and corrected that. The next thing I need to do is drop a spot for the SD card, and I'm going to put that up here on the top. So if I get up on top, do a top-down look, I can see, okay, yep, I can see this light line, which is where the front edge of the crossbar is going to go through, and then a back edge of the crossbar. And so I'm going to go back to home, and like I did before, I'm going to do another sketch. And as I get into the sketch mode, I'm going to choose this top plane to do my sketch on. And just like I did before, I'm going to use a 2-point rectangle to do this sketch. I'm going to drop a point. I'm going to kind of shape it out a little. And now I know that from the instructions, the box needs to be 2.5 millimeters deep, and it needs to be at least 25 millimeters wide. So I'm going to set those 2 parameters. Now once I've got those two parameters set, once again I can click on an edge, hit letter D because I want dimensions, click on another edge, and actually I need to get to top view here real quick. So I can set this off here, and right now it's 13 millimeters, and since the whole thing is 50, it needs to be about a quarter. Since I'm subtracting 25 from 50, I've got 25 left, so I need 12.5 millimeters, and that will actually center it front to back. Do the same object here. I'm going to click on the side, click on this side, travel out here, and right now it's 2 millimeters in. I think maybe 2.5 makes it more centered looking. That looks pretty good. Finishing my sketch, going back to the home view. So I've got this box here, and just like we did with our crossbar opening, I need to drop this down in. So I'm going to letter E, extrude, and I'm going to actually go -23. Did that go all the way through? Oh, that went all the way through. So I need to go back into and adjust my extrusion, right click here, edit my feature, and let's go -20. So that's going to leave about 13 millimeters of my SD card sticking out the top, which is a good amount. Okay, we're getting really close to being all set here. I'm going to hit the home key again to see our home view, to see what it's going to look like. Spot for the SD card. Spot to sit on the crossbar. I do want to add now still a text to the front. So just like we did before, we're going to click on Create New Sketch. I'm going to go to the home view so I get the front edge here. That's where I want to drop it. Do the drop down menu here, and you can see I've got text. So parametric text. I'm going to actually do a front face so I can see what I'm looking at here. I'm going to tap probably there, about 1 millimeter of space on either side and top bottom. Now as you can see, this text is way too big. I'm going to put my name on here. I've already got a couple settings here. Yours as default might run at 10 millimeters, depends on what assignment you just did. I'm going to drop this down to 8. You can see it's already set. Normally it's left and up. I'm going to go center and center. And that actually looks pretty good. Let me drag this over a bit. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I need to finish the sketch. So now my sketch is finished, and this Schmidt is its own set of sketching. Now I'm going to actually recess this, and the millimeter nozzle is a 0.4 millimeters. So I'm going to recess this a multiple of 0.4. I'm going to recess it 0.8. So I've got Schmidt selected. I'm going to hit E for export, and I'm going to type in -0.8. You can see if I hit enter, it's going to finish it off, and it is now recessed the name Schmidt 0.8. It's not interfering with my box for my SD card, and we're getting really close to being finished here. The last finishing touches, if you want, and this is a preference piece, you can add some fillets to these edges. So just like we did in a previous lesson, hold shift to select the edges you want to add fillets to. Click on the fillet tool. I'm going to do a 1 millimeter fillet just to round that out. For the box itself, where I'm putting the SD card, if I make a nice little fillet, or I could play with a chamfer. Chamfer does a little bit more. If I do a 1 millimeter chamfer, it kind of makes it like a slot, like a place where I can put the card in and it's going to fit in there really nice. So that part is up to you as far as how much playing around you want to do, how much you want to tweak these edges, make things rounder, smoother. Just keep in mind when you're printing this, there is a best way to print it. The front face here will be fine with that 0.8 millimeter recession, so I could print it as it faces, or I could print it upside down, probably work just as well. So that is a basic overview of how to make an SD card holder. As I mentioned, if you are using the Ender 3 V3 SE, you might have to modify the sketch right here that we use to build our opening, so you might have to tweak the shape and size of that based on your printer. But that is the overview of making an SD card holder.